Hi, everybody. It's Josh with Talk About Trek. Happy Warp Tuesday. We are back again to do what we do best here on this channel talk about Trek, right? That's what we do here. Now, I was going to do another Warp Tuesday, hey, look at all the books that I got video, but I'm like, I've been doing that for weeks to you guys. Every week you got to look at my books. Maybe we'll do something different this time. So I figured this week we'll go ahead and we'll check the news. We'll see what's going on around the Star Trek world. And then I'll make a video after that about all the Star Trek books that I got today. So I think that sounds like a perfect plan. So let's see. Tell you what, we will start by looking at TrekMovie.com, the source for everything new in Trek. And I've actually found that it does seem to have a better, I don't know, easier to look at site and kind of better news than the actual Star Trek site itself. So, of course, all the news right now this week is going to be about the new Starfleet Academy show, which will be premiering next Thursday. And today they did the red carpet premiere. Now, I can't watch that stuff. Even though it has my favorite Star Trek people in it, I am very much put off by watching that kind of stuff. The kind of behind the scenes, even red carpet stuff. Any of that, I don't know. I'm not interested, but it's just exciting to see them building up the hype for the show. We've got, and I'm guessing maybe some of this, there's a lot of this hype coming through from that and from other, press events as they're kind of gearing up to really kind of drive the show home, right? So again, I must stay away from kind of the behind the scenes stuff, and I don't really need to know right now about Paul Giamatti's character. We're gonna find that out next week. Oh man, yeah, Patrick Stewart returning as Professor X. That's going to be cool. Here we go. Now, here is some news. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and it is New Comic Book Day. So let us hope that when we head up to the old comic book store, that they're going to have Voyager number 4 ready for us. I do think that we read 3 together when it came out last month, so it would be nice to go over 4 for sure. Now, this piece of news is actually the trailer that I wanted to watch with you guys. So we'll hold off on that for a minute and just kind of keep scrolling, see if there's anything else going on here. More behind the scenes, more promos, and again, maybe I'll watch some of those promos and those kind of things later after the show premieres, but for right now, I just kind of want to go in, as fresh as possible without, learning too much about it. So, again, it's all Starfleet Academy news here, as you can see. You can meet the faculty. Here we go. Okay, so here is actually a bit of news, and I was excited to be able to actually catch this live. The Star Trek, of course, this is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek this year, right? So they had a float in the Rose Bowl parade here. And as you can see, unfortunately, it did rain quite a bit, but you got George Takei. That is the new actor. That is Karim Diane. And I should probably learn how to say these people's names properly, too. And Rebecca Romaine, right? And I think Tig Notaro as well was... Yeah, Tig Notaro, Jet Reno from Discovery and Starfleet Academy. She was on the float as well. And look, they have this fantastic float built. And there was even a great video that I had found kind of showing how the float was made, which I thought was really, really awesome. So, there's a little close-up on it here. Here, actually, why don't we watch? Why don't we watch a little bit of it? There it is. And, of course, as it was going by, it was playing, the Star Trek theme, but... We'll just mute that lady. We don't need to listen to her. Space for Everybody was the theme, and they had a bridge up front. They had, I think this is like the USS Athena, the Starfleet Academy kind of stuff here. They had a transporters That was very cool. And this beautiful Enterprise, right? Oh, the Vasquez rocks here as well. So very cool. And again, just I don't know, anytime that Star Trek crosses more over into anything else and it's exposed to more people, that's all for the better, right? So 60 years. Can you believe that? I think that there's going to be kind of a lot of fun stuff going on this year. And I expect a lot of they're gonna try to make me buy a lot of things, right? Because there's gonna be a lot of 60th anniversary, this, that, and the other. But you can't fall for all that. So you just got to get the good stuff, right? Um, Strange New Worlds cast and crew saying goodbye as they kind of wrap things up with what they're doing. The end of their kind of shortened season 5. Uh, yeah, not too much else going on, right? It really isn't, like I said, right now everything is basically Starfleet Academy, Starfleet Academy, Starfleet Academy. And, man, I don't know. Let's go back here. It is, you just really, honestly, you just have to stay out of the comments section, right? That's kind of how I feel because, man, people are already hating this show, right? Well, if you read the comments section. But if you stay out, then it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. But I was foolish enough to scroll down on the latest YouTube video that they put out, which I actually liked. I thought it was a really good one. We're going to watch that here at the end. But, man, people are just like, this is the death of Star Trek. This is the funeral. It, like, literally goes on. I don't understand why people have to be so negative. Like, all right. Obviously, this show is, they're trying to do something different. But you can tell that they are also trying to, well, obviously they want to appease the longtime Star Trek fans, right? So I think that they are going to have a lot of that, kind of a lot of callbacks, things like that to the stuff that we, remember from, I guess my time that I'm thinking is TNG to, the end of Enterprise, right? That era, right? That beautiful era of Star Trek when we just had so much Trek. Now we get 10 episodes a season. Anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. We could go off on that for a while. But anyway, getting back on track. People love to hate on this show that is coming out. So, I am going to do the opposite, and I am going to excessively hype the show, even though, maybe it won't be great. I don't know. I'm going to enjoy it because Robert Picardo is back as the Doctor, but maybe it won't be the best Trek ever. But you know what? I'm just going to hype it up anyway. Because, sometimes you just got to go against the grain. So, let's do a little hyping right here, right now.
At Starfleet Academy.
Wait, hold on. Let's do this right. We'll make it louder, a little louder. How's that? Really loud. Okay, let's go. Hype!
At Starfleet Academy, you will learn the skills that shaped our greatest officers who went on
I'll
to
make hype
become
faces like that.
legendary.
Alright, let's pause it here, actually go back. And again, look, here they are definitely trying to appease the longtime fans right here with this board. And I love this board. If you look at it, it is just full of beautiful little nods to all the past. And just like small ones too. Look at this. Samantha Wildman. You got Samantha Wildman over here. You got Sito Jaxa. Y'all remember Sito Jaxa? Ensign Sito Jaxa, like dead center. That's pretty cool that someone remembered enough to put that. You've got Uhura. Let me just kind of read down the list. Bashir, Data, Troy, Trip Tucker, Hoshi Sato, Commander Riker, Tom Paris, Janice Rand. And it gets kind of fuzzy over here, so I can't quite read all of them. Let me see if it's any better on this screen. No, but I think that there's very clear images of all these, so you could actually look at this. Commander Zero from Prodigy. Whoa, that's awesome. And again, I like this kind of stuff. I like these callbacks, and I especially like the deep cuts. So look at this, Admiral Kirsten Beyer. All right, here we go.
Officers who went on to become legendary.
A few courageous people began to realize they could make a difference.
Not to conquer you with weapons, but to coexist and learn. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Risk is our business. That's what the Starship is all about.
The true test of a warrior is not without, it is within.
All right. I'm hyped up that they put a Worf quote in there like that. And that's a really good Worf quote, right? That is awesome. All right, let's keep listening, keep listening.
In life, we can only look forward. We have to be torchbearers.
We have no idea of the dangers we're going to face.
But I'm here to remind you of the power of possibility.
The past is written, but the future is left for us to write.
Whatever challenges came before today led you to this moment. And now you decide if they define you.
No, there was a fake hype face. I don't really make faces like that. But no, I mean, seriously, I am very excited for this. And I am a fan of that style of trailer too. Even though it is basically kind of like kind of like pulling on your strings, right? It's like, hey, we're going to talk about old Star Trek. This is about old Star Trek too. But you know what? It's fine. It looks fun. We got a 2-episode premiere coming up in just what 9 days or something like that, and then we have 8 weeks of new Star Trek to look forward to, which isn't. And again, here I am. I'm complaining. That's it. We just got 8 weeks. And then, I don't know, we got a dry spell for a while before we're going to be back with some new stuff. I mean, but honestly, that's fine, because I have, like, literally hundreds of Star Trek books to read. So, if they just want to do 10-episode seasons now, I'll just have to fill in my Star Trek time with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wonderful Star Trek stories right here at my fingertips. So, anyway, we'll be back to talk about books here real quick. But that's the end of Warp Tuesday. Anyway, don't be a hater. Give Starfleet Academy a chance. Stay out of the comment section. And if you do go into the comment section, just type positive things. I don't know. Everybody else is negative all the time. Sick of it. Anyway, thanks for watching and hanging out. As always, my friends, live long and prosper. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.